me just set this up so I can see all of you guys. Fabulous. Alrighty, let's get started. Oops, let me just tilt the camera up a smidgeroo. So yes, forearm stand focus today, but as I said, you are welcome to do it as a headstand if you prefer. Okie dokie. Right, on your toes, starting with the warm-up. 4 big deep breaths, taking it in through your nose. Oh, hold up, hold that thought. We've got one other person joining. There we go, let me start back. Hello, my love, we're just starting the warm-up. Come and join in when you're ready. Alrighty, 4 big deep breaths, in through your nose, out through your mouth, lifting the arms as we go. Number 1. And folding forward, exhale. Number 2. And release. Number 3. Letting it all go. And last one, biggest one yet. And out. Lovely. Standing it up. Pull the shoulders back, opening up the chest, and take yourself from one side to the next. Just lifting the legs up, letting your body gently transfer over. Hold it to one side. Circle around the ankle. And change direction, circling it the other way. Lovely, switch over to the other leg, circle around the other ankle, and then switch and change direction. Lovely, nice soft knees, rolling around the shoulders. I don't know what it's like where you are, but it's torrential rain where I am at the moment. I don't know if you can see it out the window. And it's so dark in my house just because of this rain. So I've turned the lights on. Take a little bit bigger. Backwards swimming. Lovely. And then just the shoulders rolling forwards. Get a bit of movement going. And then forward swimming, taking it bigger. Lovely. And then reach your arms up nice and high. Take one arm forward, one arm back. Fabulous. And then change direction. Other one back, other one forwards. Lovely. And then letting it all go. Nice soft knees. Wrap yourself round. Floppy arms, floppy fingers. Lovely. Feeling that twist in the back. And then gently taking it back to the front. And then from here, everything from hips down stays still, just twisting the upper body from one side to the next, keeping your hips square to the front. Perfect. Once more on each side. And then everything from shoulders down stays still, just moving the head from left to right, right to left. Lovely. And then taking it gently up, gently down. If you do feel it uncomfortable when you look up, maybe think about just looking up to the second floor or like the ceiling, like the floor above you, if you don't need to look all the way back, in case that does make you feel dizzy. Lovely. And then ear to shoulder, lifting it up and taking it over to the side. Just be conscious that your shoulders are still pulling down, up and over. Lovely. And then from here, we're going to just roll it around that front semicircle, bringing one ear to one shoulder and then back round the front, the other ear to the other shoulder. Just stretching out all of the back of the neck. Lovely. And then from here, I want us to just do gentle circles, taking it all the way around. So we're going to start looking up, ear over to the shoulder, look down to the floor, ear over to the other shoulder, gently look up. And we're just starting it with small movements, small rotations of the neck. And then as you feel comfortable and okay, you're welcome to take this into a bigger circle if you feel okay to do so. Don't worry if you want to keep it small. Lovely. And then change direction. Let's start it up. Which way did I get on for? Then take it the other way. And just taking it down and just going through each of those positions. So gentle up, ear down, looking down, ear to the other shoulder, and up. And then as you feel comfortable, start to take it into a more fluid roll. Again, it doesn't need to be a big circle. You can kind of just build it up. As it feels comfortable, you can take it bigger. Lovely. And then gently relaxing. Lovely. From here, I want you to reach your arms out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my palms to the face of the front and do little pulses in. So little pushes in for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Turn the palms to the back of the room. Push backwards. Little pulses. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms come down. Little circles forwards. So just little circles going forwards. Perfect. And then little circles backwards. Lovely. And then bigger circles forwards. Good. And bigger circles backwards. Excellent. Lovely. Give them a little wait a second. Let them relax because they start to ache after being held up for that length of time. Okay, cool. Now they've had a little respite. Let's take them back out. And then what I want you to do is roll one shoulder forward. So I'm just rolling my shoulder forward. Almost think about if my thumb is facing out to you, palms down. When I roll in, my thumb then faces down to the floor. And then I'm going to take it back. And then switch it over with the other one. And back. Shoulder one, release. Shoulder two, release. Shoulder one, release. Shoulder two, release. And you might not get much movement. That's okay. If it's only a subtle movement, it gets easier the more you practice this. Lovely. Now, if you wish to, we can take the two at the same time. So rolling one in, rolling one out. Or if you prefer, keep just doing one at a time. So you can keep your concentration. Lovely. Good. Fabulous. And then relax. Really, really nice there. Let's take our hips from side to side. And then we'll circle around our wrists, taking it all the way up to the top, down the middle. And then when you get to the bottom, change the direction of the wrists, taking it all the way back up again. And back down the middle. Lovely. Interlink the fingers, snaky, snaky. And reverse. Lovely. And then bring the forearms in, giving it a circle. And reverse. Lovely. Folding yourself forward, hands come down, keep your hips going from side to side. And then gently taking it back up again. Lovely. Softening the knees, pelvis tucks under, squeeze the tush, tummy nice and tight, and then taking it back, sticking your butt out behind you. And then under and squeeze, and then taking it back. Lovely. And then let's circle the ribs all the way around. A lovely big movement going. Lovely. And then change direction the other way. Lovely. Straightening yourself up. I'm going to take my arms back out again. I want to have a softness to my knees, almost like I'm feeling strong, like, so softness and engaged legs. And then from here, I'm going to reach my arms out to each side. And this just helps to get our tummy starting to work, get our core stability really engaged. So reaching as far as you can to each side. And then let's have a little stretch here as well. So reaching out, reaching up, and then folding yourself over. You're going to stretch all down the side. Try to rotate so that your armpit tries to look up to the sky. And then taking it back. Reach over to the other side, and up and over. And again, armpit up to the sky. Lovely. And then release, taking it back to standing. From here, pulling the shoulders up to the ears, and then pushing them back down. Lifting it up, pushing it back down. Lifting it up, pushing it back down, and double time. Fabulous. Bringing my palms up to the sky, opening it out, and I can squeeze my shoulder blades together, opening up my chest, rounding, separating my shoulder blades, and open, and round, and open. And round, and open. And this time we're going to round, interlink the fingers, separate the shoulder blades, look down to the floor. And then let go of the arms, interlink the fingers at the back, pull the shoulders down to open up the chest, lift the arms up and away, and then fold yourself forward so you can feel a lovely stretch all in your chest, trying to get your hands to come down to the floor ahead of you. Lovely, let go of the hands, bend the knees, rolling it all the way back up. Lovely, and then from here I want us to interlink your thumbs like you're doing a little bird position, and then I'm going to take my arms above me. Now from here, just be really conscious that you've got strong knees and strong core, and that your pelvis is slightly under. I don't want to be arching my back here, pelvis is under. And then with my arms, I want to push them back and bring them back in. Push them back, bring them back in. Okay, so I'm just pushing my arms forward by bringing my hands back and in, and 3, and in, and 4, and in, and 5, and in, and 6, and in, and 7, and 8. And then from here, let's just roll it round. So I'm just rolling my armpits forward, back, perfect. Lovely, and then release. Give them a little rub if they need it, taking it back up, switching directions, rolling it the other way around. Lovely, good. And then relaxing it down, lovely. Legs nice and wide apart, reaching yourself up, fold yourself forward, bring the hands down to the floor, and then we're going to bend one leg, feel a stretch on the inner thigh, and then taking it up and over to the other side, and up, and over, and up, and over. Lovely, taking it through the middle. If you wish to, you're welcome to take your hands up, keeping that chest lifted, hips nice and low, or if you want to feel a little bit more supported, bring your hands to the floor, easier to balance as well. Lovely. Holding yourself to one side, and we're going to flex up this foot, taking it through demi-point, then into a full point, back through demi-point, and then flex again. So demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex. Last one, demi, full point, demi-point, flex. Beautiful. Roll yourself round so you're in your lunge position on the other side, and then we're gently going to take the hips up and down. Lovely. Push that front leg, take yourself into your standing lunge. Woo, find your balance. Reach the hands up, pelvis tucks under, push down into the hips. Reach all the way forward, hands come down to place either side of your front leg. Drop the knee back, the knee down at the back and untuck the toes. And then from here, we're going to straighten the front leg. Make sure it goes super straight and then rebend. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Tuck the toe under at the back. Lift your back leg up straight. Hips are a little bit higher. Glue your chest on and we'll straighten and rebend again. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Back knee comes down. Take yourself into a lovely big lunge. Hands come either side of your front leg. And let's do our hip circles round. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gorgeous. 2 hands come to the inside. Tuck your toe under at the back. Push your back hip up. And then you can scooch over to the other side. And let's get ready with our ankles. So starting with a flexed foot. And you're welcome to sit onto your butt here if you prefer, or keep yourself up on that on your other leg. Let's flex. Take it to demi-point, take it to full point, back through demi-point, and then returning to flex. Demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex, demi, full, demi, flex. Last one, demi, full point, demi-point, flex. Gorgeous. Roll yourself round into your lunge, gently taking the hips up and down. Warming those hips up. Push through that front leg, take yourself into a standing lunge. Find the balance, reach the hands up, pelvis tucks under, and push down into the hips. Reach all the way forward, hands come down to frame your front foot, lower the back knee down, untuck that toe, and then we're going to straighten the front leg, make sure it's super straight, and rebend. Flex up your front foot as well for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Tuck the toe under at the back. Push your back leg straight, lifting your hips up. And then from here, glue your chest on as we take that front leg straight and rebend. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Lower the back knee down. Take yourself into a lovely big lunge. Low lunge. Hands come either side of your front leg. Let's do our hip circles. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. 2 hands come to the inside of your front leg. Bring your weight into your back knee. Semi-circle your other leg round so you're landing on all fours. Have a little check. Your wrists are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. We're going to tuck the pelvis under, round the back, separate the shoulder blades, look down between the legs. Really pushing through the shoulder blades. And then taking it reverse. Pelvis opens up, push through the middle back, upper back, looking up to the sky, squeezing the shoulder blades together at the back. And then tucking it back under. Really pulling the tummy button up into the spine. And then opening out the other way again. Imagine your tailbone trying to reach the top of your head. And then let's roll the ribcage round in a circle for 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Lovely. Bring your knees together. Pop yourself onto your butt and roll yourself over onto your back. From here, I want you to prop yourself up onto your elbows. Pelvis is naturally going to tuck under. Propping yourself up. Make sure you're pushing through your elbows here. Try not to relax as best you can. Keep active and pushing through your elbows. And I'm going to take my legs out straight at the bottom. And I'm going to kick one leg up at a time. So I'm going to do one leg down, other leg down. One leg down, other leg down. Lovely. Up and 2 and 1. And 2, just getting those hamstrings a little bit readier for when we push up and do our kick ups, things like this. Lovely. Last one on each side. And then from here, I want you to bring your feet together, knees up to the sky, and then open your knees out. So you're opening up your hips. I want you to just rock them side to side. If it feels clunky or anyway, just hold your legs into a less deep position, or shallower position, and then as you feel comfortable, you can just take them a little bit wider. Lovely. And remember, you're just sitting here for a moment. If you wish to, you're welcome to release your arms and then place your hands on your thighs just to push them down a little bit deeper if you can, if that feels okay. And we're just opening up the hips just a little bit more. Lovely. Lovely. And then bringing the knees together. Now we're going to roll ourselves onto our tummies. So when it comes to forearm stands, a lot of it is about having active flexibility. So strength in your flexibility. So when we're in a forearm stand, we need our elbows to come directly over our shoulders. And this stretch is intense when we're just trying to stretch into it, let alone pull ourselves into that position. So we're going to do an exercise which is conditioning for your shoulder and helps you to gain strength through flexibility rather than just using a prop to gain flexibility. So I'm going to lie myself down on my tummy and my face is going to go down into the mat. Actually, I'm going to bring my forehead onto the mat. And then what I'm going to do is have my arms out ahead of me. I'm going to show you what I mean. And to begin with, we're going to do it with our palms facing in, and I'm going to lift one arm at a time. I'm going to lift it up and then down, and then up and then down, and then I'm going to switch over and do the other one, and then I'm going to do the 2 together. Okay, I'll count us through it as we go, and then once we've done that, we're going to turn it so that our palms face outwards and repeat single lifts with one, single lifts with the other, and then lifting them both together at the same time. Okay, So if you want to take yourself into your lying down position, I'll try and talk it through the best I can. Bring your forehead down to the floor, arms are outstretched, and we're going to start with the palms in. Pick one arm to start with. I'm going to pick my left arm, but pick whichever one you want. And we're going to lift it up, thumb going up to the sky as high as it can, and hold and release. And up, hold, release. 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 Last one. Up, hold, release. Switch over to the other arm, lifting the thumb up to the sky as high as you can. Other arm, the one that we've just been working, can just rest and stay in that position, still palms facing in. So with the second arm, we lift, hold, release, 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 lift, hold. Last one, but up, hold, release. Lovely. Let's take the two arms together. Sometimes this can be more restricting, and sometimes you sometimes find it easier. So be interested, just pay attention, see which works best for you. So forehead down, palms are facing in, lifting both arms together, and we go up, hold, and release. Up, hold, 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 release. Last one. Up, hold, release. Lovely. Really, really nice. We're going to do the same thing again, but palms are facing out. So little finger down and little finger up to the sky, thumb down to the floor, palms facing outwards. We're going to start with arm number 1. Forehead down, and we lift. Little finger up to the sky, hold, release. Up, 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 hold, release. Last one, hold, release. Switch over to arm number 2. Arm number 1 is just going to stay still, but still have the palm facing out, thumb down to the floor. Arm number 2, are we ready? Lifting it up, hold, release. 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 Lovely. Now we're going to take the two arms together, both lifting them up, palms still facing out, forehead still down on the floor. Hopefully you can hear okay, it's not too muffled. Are we ready? And we go, lifting the two together, up, hold, release. 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 Last one, hold, release. Lovely. Fabulous stuff. And then rolling yourself over onto your back. Really, really nice, guys. I hope that it felt like you were really working the shoulders in that position. I want you to roll over so you're on your back. Feet are going to come down to the floor, knees up to the sky, and we're going to do our dish pose to make sure that we're keeping our tummies and core muscles all nice and engaged when we're in our forearm stands and our head stands and or head stands. So let's just begin with pushing tilting the pelvis under, engaging that core, which should come naturally a little bit more easily when you tilt your pelvis. Have a little feel just where your bikini line is, where it feels nice and taut, and hopefully you can feel those muscles working. And you should also feel like you're small of your back is pushing into the floor, and there's no gap between your floor and your back. If you start at any point and feel like you're starting to peel up off the floor, then take it into one of the previous positions that we do. So bring your knees in closer or your arms in closer if you've taken your arms out, because you want to keep your core engaged. And the moment your back peels off is the time when it's not engaged. So from here, I'm going to start off with the easier versions, and then we'll make it more and more challenging, and then you can just pick the one that you want to repeat as we go through it, or join with the motions and increasing in difficulty. You can do so if you want to as well. So pelvis under, small of the back in, head and shoulders are coming off the floor, and to begin with, we're just going to bring our fingers reaching down towards our toes, and then I'm going to lift my feet off the floor, but keep my knees over my hips. And we're going to hold here for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Lovely stuff. Good. We're going to do the same thing again. So this time, instead of taking my knee directly over my hip, I'm going to take it slightly further out. I'm not taking it to a fully straight leg yet. I want it still to be bent, but my knee will be further away from my hip, further away from my body. If you do start to feel your back peeling off, bring your knee in closer again. Okay, so let's prep the position. Pelvis under, head and shoulders up, fingers down to the floor, knees over hips, then further away. Let's hold for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Lovely stuff. Now this time we're going to do it with a straight leg, and I want you to try and take your legs down as low as possible. Now when my legs are straight, I can better engage my glute muscles. So I want you to be squeezing your butt, pushing your hips up. Keep the pelvis under though, but you can still kind of like squeeze the butt, and it helps to engage all of the leg muscles, which is where you want to feel like you're in a pencil, like every single muscle is being used. Maybe not pencil, more kind of like a banana, because we're obviously in a dish shape rather than super flat. I'm going to take my arms above my head here, lifting them up as well. If this feels too intense, you can do with straight legs and arms still facing down towards your toes. So I'll give you that option, the intermediate one as well for you there. So getting into position, pelvis under, knees up, head and shoulders off, either arms facing up or down towards the toes, whichever you prefer. And then let's straighten the legs, squeeze the toe and hold for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good! Really, really, really nice. Okay, roll yourself over. Take yourself up. We're going to do quite a challenging position. We're going to take it into our dolphin pose. This is a really good one for forearm stand prep, but it's really challenging to do. So if you find it difficult, that's totally normal. So what I'm going to do is bring my forearms down to the floor. So this is obviously a real good prep for our forearm stand. I want you to make sure that your shoulders are directly over the top of your elbows. And to begin with, I'm going to do it with my palms facing down, and then I'm actually going to then switch it up as we do the different ones. But to begin with, I'm going to do palms facing down. When you're in your position, I really want you to pay attention to your elbows. You want your elbows underneath your shoulders. It's so easy to take your shoulders starting to go out, and this can make it vulnerable for your shoulder to collapse because there's nothing underneath it to stagger it. So make sure that you're stacking your shoulders directly over your elbow. You might also notice if you've got tight shoulders that your hands move in. That's fine. I'm happy for your hands to move in. Just be really wary that your hands are moving in doesn't mean that your elbows are going out. So hands can move in, elbows don't want to be going out, because again, it's just leaving that vulnerability for the shoulder to just collapse into itself, and we don't want any collapsing shoulders. So elbows underneath shoulders, hands, palms facing down to begin with. And then what I'm going to do my best to keep looking ahead, but obviously as I come into my position, my gaze will come closer, but please try and avoid looking through. I want to keep looking ahead as best as I can. Obviously, as I change my position, it will become harder. I'm going to tuck my toes under at the back, and then I'm going to push my butt into the air, like I'm doing a downward facing dog, but with my elbows on the floor. So in a dolphin pose, if you're into your yoga. So palms facing down, elbows in, and then I'm going to straighten my legs at the back. Okay, I'm just going to hold it here, and then relax it back down again. Okay, so if you want to join me, if you've not already joined me, let's go together. Straightening up, looking ahead. Try to just readjust and get your shoulders to go over your elbows. And then release it back down. And then taking it back up. It's slightly different from a dolphin pose. I should have mentioned this before, sorry. If you are into yoga, when we do our dolphin pose, we bring our elbows back. I actually want to have my elbows over, my shoulders back. I actually want my shoulders over my elbows in this position, so it's better prep. And then relax it down. Sorry, I should have said that at the start. And let's go again. Keep the shoulders over elbows, straighten the legs. And down. And then once more, straighten. And relax. Lovely. Have a little relax. If you need to release your shoulders, feel free to do so. Give a little stretch. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing again, same exercise, same movement, but instead of having my palms down, my palms are going to go up to the sky. Now, having just that change in your positioning of your wrists can make a huge difference. I know some of us have looked at this before, and it definitely does make a difference. But even if you just have a look now, if you just hold onto your bicep, and you'll have your palm facing down, then if you turn your palm up, you can feel the difference of how that muscle in your arm is being held. So your bicep moves to a naturally more contracted position. And this can feel a lot more stable for people. I prefer it right in the middle. I know some of you guys do, having your palms facing in. But it just helps to move the muscle in a different way, just from the twist of our wrist. So it's really good to just practice these different techniques and these different positions of your wrists, so that it provides you, one, with better knowledge of what works best for your body, and secondly, it builds you to open up the repertoire so that you've got more options. You can do different forearm stands. You can then kind of play around with different shapes on the back of that. So I just wanted to point that out as well, the reason behind it. So elbows down, palms facing up, and then we're going to repeat the same thing again. So toes under at the back, push the butt up to the sky, and then down. Lovely. Push back straight, and down. I'm really struggling keeping my hands not come mushing in. And then straight. Just be conscious that your elbows stay where they are underneath their shoulders, and down. And last one, taking it straight and down. Lovely stuff. Good, good, good. And then finally, we're going to do the same thing, but palms facing in. Now, if you've got a block, you're welcome to put a block in between your hands, or if you've got like a box or something like that, just be conscious that you're using it so that it's wide enough for your shoulders. Sometimes we use these tiny twiddly blocks, and that doesn't, it can sometimes shift our focus and it's easier for our elbows to go out. So if you are using a block, definitely use the lengthways. It will probably feel a little bit more comfortable. If you're not using a block, you are still welcome to bring your hands together. But if you can keep them out, then fabulous. Toes under, shoulders over elbows, and let's straighten up and release. Straighten up and release. And up and release. It's so interesting. I definitely prefer that one. Okay, my loves, I want you to take yourself over towards a wall so that we can use a wall or a pole. If you've got a pole conveniently like to hand, then you're welcome to use it against a pole. Okay, let me move my camera so you can see me a wall a little bit easier. Oopsie daisy. I'm actually going to bring it onto the chair down here. Hopefully you can see my little wall space okay there. Okay, fab. So what I'm going to start with is I'm going to take, I'm starting with my back against the wall. So I'm going to take myself away from the wall. I want to be roughly a leg's distance away, because what I want to be doing is pushing myself up into my right angle. So my feet are on the wall and my legs are overhead, so that my hips are stacked over my shoulders, which is stacked over my elbows. If you're preferring to do this in a headstand format, you're also welcome to do that and pop your head down in between as well. Like we did with the previous dolphin-esque pose, I'm going to start with my palms down, then I'm going to do my palms up, and then I'm going to do my palms in. So I'll show you what it looks like, and then you can have a little play and see what works for you. So I'm going to bring my elbows down and palms facing down, tuck my toes under like I did in the middle of the floor, lifting it up, and then walk my feet up. Oh, I'm a little bit too far away. Double back in. Lift my feet up so that I can try and get my butt over my shoulders. So I'm still looking ahead. I'm not looking through. I'm looking ahead. My shoulders are over my elbows, and I'm trying to get my hips over my shoulders. Oh, that feels much better. Lovely. If you wish to, you can also lift up one leg and relax, and the other leg and relax, and then walk it back down, and then repeat, palms up and palms in. Take your time, feel free to rest in between. I'm going to have a little look as you do them so that I can give you guys some feedback, and feel free to unmute yourself if you've got questions and whatnot. Lovely. Good. Excellent. Really, really nice. Lovely, Rhiannon. That's gorgeous. You might even want to bring your elbows a little bit closer towards the wall as well. Lovely, Naomi. Really nice. Lovely, Magdalena. Lovely, Laura. Oh, Rush, fabulous. And Rush, I also want to bring your body slightly closer. Bring your elbows closer to the wall. You're a little bit on an angle at the moment, and I want you to be a little bit more stacked so that your hips go over your shoulders and elbows, so you're all stacked on. Lovely, really nice. If you haven't switched already, I want you to switch so your palms are facing a different way. So this time, try with your palms up to the sky. This can be very tiring. Yes, Rhiannon, what's your question? I can see you going, what?
No, I'm just finding it so much harder keeping my elbows in with my palms up.
Yes, and that's just kind of use it as like a learning and be like, okay, when I turn my palms up, my elbows want to go out. So it's just being aware of it and be like, I have to focus way more, or I actually prefer doing it in another position. So it's not right or wrong, and there's no kind of like, damn you, body. And there's none of this. It's more about observing and being like, huh, isn't that interesting? When I twist my wrists, my elbows want to go out more. Okay, well, what about when I'm in the middle? How does that feel? And yeah, and then just being aware of that, so then you can know where you're stronger and where doesn't feel as confident in that position. That looks lovely, Vashana, by the way. Gotta bounce, we'll practice later. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you later, Naomi. Thanks for joining in. Lovely. Good. Lovely, Sarah. Really nice there, Rhiannon. Really nice. Okay, fabulous. Have we done all three types? So palms down, palms up, palms in. If you haven't done your final one, give that one a little practice now. If you have done all three, feel free to practice one of them that you either particularly enjoyed or that you found challenging, or take a little break and have a little rest for your shoulders. Because this hopefully is feeling quite intense on your shoulders. Lovely. I think there's just a couple more people in their positions. Fabulous. Nice, Sarah. Lovely use of the pole. Really nice, Vashana. That's looking gorgeous. Fab. Okay, my loves, I'm going back to the wall. Sarah's already on my next move, so I'm going to leave her to finish her thing. Okay, so this time I'm going to do it where I'm facing the wall to begin with. Now, if you're doing a headstand and you're preferring the headstand vibe today, then what I want you to do is bring your head quite close towards the pole, towards the wall. If you're doing a forearm, I actually want you to go a little bit further away from the pole, wall. What am I like? I say pole way too often though. It just becomes my go-to thing to say. Wall, I'm talking about a wall, but you might have a pole at home, in which case it would be a fake wall. So if you're doing a forearm one, then we can do it slightly further away from the wall. If you're doing a headstand, you want to be a little bit closer. So when we're doing it in a forearm, I want us just to be gauging a little bit of balance. And what I want us to do is kick gently kick up, stroke step up, and take ourselves into a split so that we're bringing one foot to the wall and one foot is out. And I want you to just, you might put more weight into the wall, but I want you to just see if you can kind of gauge that like balancing act. I'll show you what I mean. So in my forearm, again, you can play around with either all three of the hand positionings, or if you prefer, pick your favorite and just keep practicing that, or maybe be like, you know what, I feel quite good with my one that I'm good at, let me really focus on the one that I'm not as good at. So you can kind of play around with it that way as well, just depending on how much of a challenge you want today. So I'm going to do it with my palms in, and from here, so I want to be a little bit further away from my wall, toes tuck under, lift my butt up, and then I'm going to step with one foot, make sure I'm still looking through, make sure my elbows are staying in the right place, and then I'm going to lift my other foot so it hits the wall, and then from here I can just kind of just see if I can balance by just leaning slightly off the wall and then taking it back down. Okay, so you're just practicing kicking up and keeping my feet out wide. I didn't actually bend my front foot, but that's up to you. You either keep it straight or bend, whatever comes naturally. And you're just using that wall as a little tap and just see if you can use that balance. Now, when you're in your forearm stand and in your headstand, I want you to push your elbows into the floor. If you're doing this with a pole, you're welcome to also use your feet on the pole to help you, and your legs on the pole to help you grip and kind of like pulling up and up and up. And I really want you to think about lengthening up if you're in your headstand. Rush, did you have a question? Are you okay? Good, just getting in a position. Lovely, Sarah, really nice. Lovely, Magdalena. Really good, Magdalena. And Rhiannon, very nice, darling. That was great. Fantastic. Oh, this is looking fantastic. Really, really, really good, guys. Look at that balance, Magdalena. Congratulations. You had that one for ages. That was fantastic. Really good. Nice, Laura. Lovely, gentle step up, nice and controlled. That was looking really good. Really nice, Rush. Really good. Rush, I'm going to challenge you to go either further away from the wall so that when you kick up, you're putting less weight in the wall and you're balancing more, having one leg near the wall and one leg further away. At the moment, you're kind of leaning a little bit more on the wall, which is fine, but I want to challenge you to try and take yourself further away so it becomes more on you and the balance than it does like leaning on the wall, because I feel like you're at that stage and you just need to push you a little bit further. Really lovely. Lovely, Laura. Lovely, Sarah. Oh, excellent, Rhiannon. That is gorgeous. Really nice shape. Oh, she's so close, Rush. She's so close. Think about taking one leg as far back as possible and then the other leg just gently lifts. The wall is there. The wall will be there for you. Yes. Really good, really good. Excellent. Okay, good. If this is, if you're up, make this one your last one and just gently come down when you're ready. If you're in a really good place, feel free to hold it there. Good, fabulous. I'm going to do one other little movement that I want us to do, and this is where I want us to go up and take our knees out wide. I find that often we really prefer to balance when our knees are wider, and you can do this with like a little bunny hop, or you can kind of step up one knee at a time. I'll show you what I mean. So if I'm doing this as a forearm stand, I'm going to take myself closer to the wall than the previous one. Where I was previously kicking my foot towards the wall and I could have an extended leg, this time I'm going to lead with my butt a little bit more, so I do want to be right up close to the wall. So from here, or if you've got a pole, that will probably be even better, because then you can bring your hands either side of the, one hand either side of the pole, so it'll be even closer to the pole, or your support. So for me it'll be a wall here, so I'm going to bring my hands and my fingers are going to touch the wall. So right at the base, my fingers are going to touch. And again, you can choose palms in, palms up, palms down, whatever works for you. Have a play around with them all, whatever works. And then from here, elbows are under. And then what I'm going to do, get my hair out of the way, tuck both toes under, walk my butt up to the sky as much as I can. And then I'm going to do a little bunny hop up and try and get my knees out wide. And maybe catch the floor, catch the wall with my feet. Then have a little reshuffle, push through my shoulders, push through the elbows, and see if I can balance. And then I can take it down. Now, if I'm doing this as a headstand, similar positioning, head is down, toes come in, jump, and feet up. And then pull my butt away from the wall. So I don't want to be arching here and resting my butt on the wall. I want to kind of use my feet and then pull my hips so that they can stay stacked. So then my muscles are learning how to stay balanced on top of one another, rather than trying to balance at an angle where my butt is over the top of my head. Make sure I'm still pushing with my shoulders, pushing my elbow in. And then, one other thing I was going to say. Oh yes, the other option, if you don't like the jumping up, feet together, see if you can take one foot up and then the other foot up, but still try and keep your knees wide, because I really think that you will, move too fast then, I've gone all dizzy. I really think that you'll find, a lot of people find the balance quite nicely when the hips are open and the knees are wider. You can do this with straight legs, but knees bent is a little bit easier. I find it easier anyway. So just have a little play with that. Ooh, that's really made me dizzy and made me feel like I need to sneeze. If you want, you can change your arm positioning, palms down, palms up, palms in, or pick your fave. Really nice, Sarah. And when we're here, really think about pushing, still pushing through your shoulders. Don't let it feeling tired take out of your form. So pushing in with your elbows, lifting yourself up, lengthening up through the spine. Oh, gorgeous. Really, really, really gorgeous. Roshana, that looks perfect. And Laura, yours look gorgeous as well. Yes, lovely. Really nice, Rhiannon. Bring your, yes. See if she can take those toes off the wall and balance. Oh, she's so close. She's just teetering away. Oh, she was so close. I can feel it's there. It's there. It's just finding it and then getting your body used to it, and then it will build your muscle memory so that you can then find that spot every time. Really good though, really good. Yes, Roshana, look, she's balancing. She looks fantastic. Excellent stuff, and a lovely controlled descent as well. Really, really nice. Lovely, Sarah. Look at that hip flexibility. Grrr. Oh, Laura, that was beautiful. That looks so controlled, just lifting the legs up. Ah. Really, really nice. I can't, from my angle, Laura, I can't tell whether how balanced you feel, whether you're leaning a lot or whether you're coming off the wall. I can't tell, so I'm afraid I can't comment on that bit, unfortunately. But oh, movement of position, I like it. Lovely stuff. Nice, Magdalena. Lovely, good. Feet in, knees wide, and then just teetering and seeing if we can take those feet away and see if we can balance just with those knees wide. Excellent. Look at that balance. Really, really, really nice. Really good. Guys, if you're feeling like you're doing one after the other and you just want to have a little break, that is fine. I know that people are going up at different times. Don't feel like pressured to go one after the other. I mean, you're welcome to if you're like, I'm doing it. Really nice, Rashana. Lovely, 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 lovely. Okay, good. I'm going to ask you to do your final move, and you can pick what you want, whether you want to do the one where you're facing the wall and where you're bringing your hips over your shoulders, lifting it up like that. Maybe you can take that leg further and see if you can balance off like that way, or maybe you want to still practice this way, close to the wall with the hips wide, or further away from the wall and you're kind of like gently kicking into a kind of like a split balance. So whichever you decide, or whether you're doing a headstand, I want you to do your final one and try and make it your best, or final two, one or two, whatever. If it comes down straight away, then you can go into your second one. But this one being your final movement of the session. Lovely. Nice, good. Oh, look at that. Excellent. Everyone's up, everyone's looking fabulous. And then when you're ready, just gently come down in your own time. Lovely control there, Sarah. Lovely, Magdalena. Rushes up. She's balancing. Yes, yes. Oh, you got this. Push through them shoulders. Lovely, Rhiannon. Yes. Really nice rush. Lovely stuff. Really good. Nice, Rhi. Look at that. Can she get the toes off? Can she balance? Oh, I felt like I put your pressure under there. just to be like, wow, I need to do it straight away. People are watching. Really good, all of you. That was tremendous to see. Really, really, really nice. I'm going to just take a little moment to stretch out our shoulders. When we do a forearm balance, whoopsie daisy, blooming neck, and it can feel very intense, particularly on our deltoid, this big kind of capped muscle, slender capped muscle on the edge of our shoulder. That's where it's predominantly working, but it'll also work in your upper back and your trapezius, a little bit in your lats and your rhomboids. So I'm just going to stretch out the shoulder a bit in particular, because hopefully you should feel it there. Same with headstands as well. So I'm going to bring my arm across, keep a nice long neck, pull this shoulder down, and then pull it in with my other arm. Just be careful that you keep your arm straight, and you can hold either your upper arm or your lower arm, just avoid the joints. Your joints don't like it very much. Lovely. And then release, turn your palm to face outwards and give it another pull in. And this just helps to target the outside of the muscle that comes down towards where it attaches onto your humerus, your upper arm bone. Lovely. Good. And then switcheroo over to the other side, pulling the arm in, nice long neck, keeping that shoulder down. Keep the arm straight as you can. And then release, palm faces out, little finger up to the sky, and pull in again. Lovely, and relax. Let's just stretch out all of the upper back I'm going to do it holding onto a pole. If you've got a pole, great. If you've not, just interlink the fingers at the front. Feel like you're holding a big beach ball and gently separate the shoulder blades and look down. And as you look down, so the reason why we look down is because this is stretching out our trapezius. And our trapezius is almost like a webbed cross shape. So it's kind of like goes all up to the back of the neck. It's these two muscles that reach the back of the neck. And then it comes out across the top where you like to have a little massage. And then it goes down next to your spine as well. So by looking down, it helps to stretch out all the way up to the top of the neck a little bit here as well. I'm just rounding over. Lovely. And then release. Lovely stuff. Really, really, really good. I might just do a little bit more on the neck just so that we can have a fully stretched in the neck as well. So bring even the shoulder over to your ear. Keep the shoulders down. Ear over to shoulder. Blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. What am I like? And then roll it round over to the other side. Rolling it back. Lifting it back up to the top. Ear over to the other side. Roll around the front, roll around the front. And then let's take it directly down, interlink the fingers, keep the pelvis under, tummy tight, and just place the hands on the top, just to add that little bit of weight, just to stretch out the back of the neck a little bit more. Lovely. And then lift off. Lift off! Guys, you did amazing. I'm so chuffed with your progress today. Super, super happy about that. I hope you feel as good as well.